This team has something brewing, and I'm here for it. Rangers win, baby, 4-1 over the Philadelphia Flyers. Huge win at the Garden, and my God, was that a fun one to watch. The stat sheets do not show how well the Rangers played this one, just because they ended up having to kill a 5-minute major in the game, which we'll talk about at when we get into detail here. But overall, initial thoughts: really great game from Igor, great game all around. And man, this team has something brewing, and you're just seeing basic fundamentals of the game being utilized that you have not seen ever since this rebuild has started. Thanks, David Quinn. And I'm only mentioning it because I just listened to a podcast he was on, and my God, that guy is just something else. But yeah, the Rangers take care of business, winning now 4 straight, which is nice. Which, please, for the love of God, can we finally make it 5 straight wins in a row for the first time since February 2020? It has been way too long. And this is 6 straight home wins, I think they said on the broadcast. This is 6, or no, it can't be 8. It's got to be 6, I think. But regardless, the Rangers go in there and get the job done again. Before we get into the game in detail here, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn the notifications on the road now to 1.5k subs. We're going to take it small steps at a time. You no need to shoot high here, but let's get growing, and doing both helps out a ton. So, and also follow me on Twitter, because we do tweet after the games, to get your thoughts and reactions, so you could get involved in the videos. My Twitter link is always in the description. But let's dive into the action here. First period, the Rangers had some really great chances early, and one of those chances goes in. It's Jacob Trouba from Kakko and Nils Lundkvist. That is a power play goal. I don't remember which penalty this was. The Rangers only ended up getting 2 power plays. Well, I guess Morgan Frost took the penalty because he had 4 PIMs, but I don't remember what exactly he took. I think this wasn't the high sticking one, I believe. But the first unit was doing really awful all game pretty much, or just on both power plays. They were pretty sloppy. That's what's expected with, a long break of playing. But the second unit, how about that? They just come out of nowhere and surprise us. And Kakko to Trouba. Trouba snipes one from the point. Great passing sequence there. And the Rangers go up 1-0 early in this one. And you could just tell that the Rangers were really going to take care of business from there. And it showed, because not too long after, Dryden Hunt, he gets a chance robbed with the glove a little bit before, but not too long after, Dryden Hunt, great passing sequence yet again. Fox and Panarin with the assist. Panarin was all over the damn ice tonight, and Dryden Hunt sneaks one low pad, and the Rangers end up going up 2-0. And then you also had at one point where this should have been 3-0, but the refs blew the whistle for what was not an offsides, which they thought was, but it was clearly onside. The Rangers didn't even hear the whistle. They kept playing, and they couldn't even believe it was offside, so they kept playing. Rooney scored there, but it didn't matter because of that. Then, yeah, second period, things get going early. Kreider, 34 seconds in from Kakko and Zibanejad at the passing again. Just so beautiful. It's truly night and day difference this year from the past how many years now, with just basic fundamentals of the game like passing. You're moving the puck more, moving it, and it creates more opportunities, and it scrambles the Flyers defense. They don't know where to go, and that's how you win games. Kreider scores as well while falling, but Kakko, how about him picking up 2 primary assists on the night? He has 7 points in his last 7, which is very nice to see. And then I think before the 5-minute major, you did have a chance with Barclay Goodrow. I don't remember if this was before or after, but Barclay Goodrow ends up getting a great opportunity. He couldn't get the pass off to Reeves, but there was an opportunity there. But I know for sure between the Kreider goal and the Morgan Frost goal, there was a 5-minute major called on Dryden Hunt. He got 5 in a game for what they called a boarding at first. So that made no sense to me. It makes no sense still to me because Braun had the puck, and right when he got the pass off Hunt, it was too late for him to stop or anything. You could have called a boarding there. There was blood. 4 minutes would have been justifiable, but 5 in a game. I don't know if we really got a look of if his feet went off the ice there, but I was definitely not a fan of the call, but it didn't matter. The Rangers killed it off, so it is what it is. But it did suck that you lose Dryden Hunt, and the Rangers were getting in a rhythm, and the lines were clicking so well. And then after that, the Rangers did have some good flashes, but it wasn't the same as what it was before that major penalty. But that's also, again, it goes in hand with Dryden Hunt being thrown out of the game. If he just is in the box for 5 minutes and then comes out after, I think it changes the entire dynamic of the game, and maybe Philly doesn't even score it, but they did get a lucky bounce on that one. Frost from Atkinson, Giroux. It goes off of Trouba's skate, though, in front of the net as Igor was trying to clear it out, and Frost gets a chance right in front, and the Flyers make it a 3-1 game. Third period, not much happening. A lot of back and forth hockey. Good chances on both ends. It was more Flyers during that period, but the Rangers late started to get buzzing, and unfortunately, Barclay Goodrow took a puck to the damn face, and his visor shattered. It looked worse than they're making it out to be. So thankfully he's okay. At least that's what Gallant said in the post game, which is good because if, God forbid, we do need another forward for next game, yeah, about that, there's a whole problem right now in the AHL. If you guys are not aware, the AHL has a huge outbreak going on, and basically every single team has been shut down in the AHL. So they can't really call anyone up. They literally have to make a trade or make a waiver claim if anyone went on waivers just to fill in the spot for Barclay Goodrow. But thankfully they said he is okay. I don't remember if it was before or after already, but Fox also took a really bad penalty. Thought he was Mitch Marner there, hitting it over the glass. Didn't matter. The Rangers killed it. The penalty kill was on it all night, as the Flyers go 0 for 3 on the power play. Rangers go 1 for 2, like I mentioned. 51-49 in favor of the Flyers in the faceoff dot. 34-28 in favor of the Flyers for shots, but that's a little, it's a little off just because they had that 5-minute major, which generated most of the Flyers' chances. 19 PIMs for the Rangers. That's because of the 5-minute major. 4 for the Flyers. 21-11 in favor of the Rangers for hits. 15-10 in favor of the Rangers for blocks, and 19 giveaways for the Rangers and 13 for the Flyers. And also, yeah, Panarin scores the empty netter. So Rangers picked this one up 4-1. Let's get into how each line performed tonight. We'll start off with the Kreider, Zibanejad, Kakko line. I thought that this was definitely their best performance as a line. Also, well, it's only been 2-3 games. This is definitely this was a great game for them. Kakko with 6 shots on goals, gets 2 primary assists. You have Kreider picking up a goal, and then Zibanejad picks up an apple. Yeah, not a bad game from those 3. They combined for a total of 10 shots. That is absolutely unbelievable. So, as much as I was not a fan of the line change, maybe if they're gonna get going like they did this game, then I'm a little intrigued. Same thing with the second line, which now we're going to get into, of Panarin, Strome, Hunt. We didn't get to see a full game of it, but they are looking better and better each game, and I do like to see that. With Zibanejad, though, just to quickly backtrack, I'd like to see a little more production from him still. It's a little odd that his shot he's not shooting a lot, and it's just a little odd to me that he doesn't have the confidence. He's not shooting like he did in that 2019-20 season. It's a little worrisome to me. Third line, Lafreniere, Chytil, Gauthier. Probably one of their worst nights as a line together. It wasn't that they were necessarily bad. They just spent too much time in their own end, I felt like. But, when they did get in the offensive zone, they were generating some great chances. So it's not like the puck was in the middle of the ice and it was just back and forth hockey when they were out there. No, it was either they were in their own zone or they were getting great chances in the offensive zone. So I thought they had a pretty decent game. Could have been a bit better for them. And then again, it's hard to say all this with the line juggling with the 5-minute major afterwards. But the fourth line for what we saw of it this game, Rooney, Gaudreau, and Reeves, I thought that they were solid as well. They're being consistent. And Reeves is just, he does so much more for the team than people even realize. And it's just unreal to watch. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox both had great games. Another day at the office for Fox, picking up a point. A little bit of an off game, I guess you could say, though, with that bad penalty over the glass. But Lindgren, how about him on the 5-minute major? I remember calling his name out with a good little poke check, just making some simple, good plays. Lindgren definitely got his name called out by me a couple times for great plays. Same to be said about Miller and Trouba. Even Miller and Trouba are looking a lot better and a lot more comfortable. Aside from that bad, bounce, it's not like it's really Trouba's fault. It's just unfortunate that it bounced off his skate. I can't really blame him there. Great game for them. I thought the Keandre penalty, though, that he took was kind of stupid, but other than that, I thought they had a pretty solid game. And then Niels and Lundqvist. Wow, that would have been stupid to say. Niels, I said it either way. But Niels and Nemeth, they were really great tonight. And well, Nemeth was. And Niels, I thought, looked a bit off. He looked good at the start, but then he was just making some bad plays, falling on the ice, and Nemeth had to save a 2-on-1 opportunity. So thankfully, he was able to lay out there and stop the cross crease pass, which would have made the game a lot closer. So I thought Nemeth had a really great night. And then Igor Shesterkin, another great night for him. 33 saves on 34 shots. Easily could have got a shutout, just an unfortunate bounce. Shots per period, 15-11 in favor of the Rangers in the first period. That does not show how well they played in the first period. The first period, they were firing on all cylinders. 16-5 doesn't show how well the Rangers were playing there because, again, they were killing a penalty pretty much the entire period. And then 8-7 in the third period. Again, back and forth hockey there, so you expect that. But the Rangers picked this one up as they improved to 14-4-3, 31 points in the standings, still sitting in third ahead of the Pittsburgh Penguins, who don't have, which they have a game in hand on Pittsburgh. Well, it doesn't really matter, but they have less games played than Pittsburgh. So, yeah, they're sitting there with a comfortable lead right now. And you'd like to see them surpass Carolina and get in second at some point. But let's get to Twitter now. New York Style says, refs were awful, but we are such a good hockey team. 10 games over 500. Didn't even mention that in the intro. What is it not to love about this team? Exactly. They're playing just so much more clean hockey than we have seen with David Quinn and even AV. This is better hockey than we saw during those deep playoff runs, in my opinion, personally. I don't know if I'm stretching there, but honestly, that's just how I feel personally, that they're looking like a lot. I guess maybe it is just, so raw to me that we haven't seen this good of hockey in a very long time as Ranger fans, because, we were spoiled of it for a good amount of time, and then we go into this rebuild and David Quinn's the coach, so things were not looking pretty. But yeah, they're firing on all cylinders here, and I love it. Yeah, you're right. What isn't to love about the team right now? And in terms of the refs, yeah, the offsides was awful. The 5-minute major, I still would like a better camera angle of that, but overall it was probably a bad call, but even then they killed it. So yeah, it's not like the refs completely jobbed us and cost us the game here, so we can't be too upset there. But yeah, I understand the frustration. And then you also said hopefully Gaudreau is okay, according to Gallant, which this tweet was before, so I'm assuming you saw what Gallant said. Gallant mentioned that he is okay, just a cut by the eye. So thank God he is okay, because that looked very scary and Mark Stahl-like. And then NYR10 says, thoughts on Igor tonight? Igor was unreal. How about him during the 5-minute major, having to use Trouba's stick there? My God. I mean, he is... Oh, my God. I love him. I love Igor. He was unfreaking real. As I'm just quote tweeting here quickly. You know, how about them Rangers? Gotta say that. But yeah, how about them? How about them, baby? If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, turn the notifications on as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one.